You've been working on your track for weeks. You have tried to carefully play all the various musical parts. You paid special attention to the rhythmic part. You have explored various arrangement solutions. You searched for the best words to communicate your message to your audience. Despite this, the result of the song does not satisfy you. You would like your finished song to sound like the ones you hear on the radio or on Spotify on trending musicians' channels, but the result seems a long way off. You've seen that there are tons of tutorials on how to mix and master songs, but they seem too long and complicated. And what's more, very expensive software and hardware are often required. Is it possible that there isn't an easy way, which perhaps requires just clicking a button, fixing everything, and achieving that kind of goal? Whether you are a beginner looking for a solution to your problem or you are a professional who is watching this video out of pure curiosity, the answer we can give to this question is one and only one. No. There is no way to get professional results without engaging a professional. The care needed to have a good sound performance is equal, if not sometimes superior in terms of technical competence, to that needed to compose a piece. Therefore, to think that a plugin, a software, an online service that through an algorithm can solve everything with little effort and little money, is absolutely unreasonable. Then, it is also true that there are tools, with affordable costs, which can help even those who do not have many resources at their disposal to obtain, all in all, appreciable results. Even if a compromise on costs can be found, even if perhaps the bar on the achievable goal has to be lowered, this does not mean that results can be obtained without effort. We need to start from having a toolbox with the right tools. Maybe few, but good. We are currently using these tools in our study. For mixing. 1. Neutron 4, Isotope. 2. ULEAN, to check mixbus LUFS and verify true peak levels. 3. Brainworks_BX Console N, for very slight corrections on input and output levels. For each track we intend to use in the final mix, we insert an instance of Neutron 4. Recently, thanks to Isotope Audio Lens, it is also possible to listen, from an external source, to an instrument from this software and use that sound signature as a reference track for our instrument. Suppose, for instance, you find a bass player on YouTube who has incredible sound. We can copy that sound and tell Neutron to get as close as possible to that kind of sound. Once the various tracks have been arranged, an instance of Neutron Visual Mixer can be inserted on the mix bus. At this point it is decided which instruments/tracks to highlight in the finished product. Neutron will listen to the whole track and decide how to set the volumes of the individual parts. Once this phase is completed, it will be possible to decide how to adjust the positioning of the various instruments to our liking, both in terms of volume and pan. Neutron's visual mixer is really useful for creating a real scene for our song. Once this phase is completed, it will be necessary to verify that the levels of LUFS and true peak are consistent. There is a big open issue here. For the type of workflow we have seen that the ideal is to be able to have a LUFS level that does not go beyond -18 dB, and the true peak that is around -1 dB. At this point you can move on to mastering. For mastering we use 1. Ozone Elements 9. 2. ULEAN. 3. Brainworks MasterDesk Classic. Ozone Elements 9 has an automatic leveling function of the various frequencies, with also some presets available divided by musical genre. Care must be taken not to generate exaggerations on some frequency ranges. Generally, if the mixing job was done right, the risk should be relatively low. With ULEAN you can and must keep the integrated value of LUFS and true peak under control. In the mastering phase, the LUFS value should go around -14 and the true peak should always remain around -1. Brainworks MasterDesk Classic can help a lot in the phase of trimming the volume, in the type of compression to use and also, and above all, it can help to give a color and a warmth to the finished product that would otherwise require a lot of additional work. Obviously, after all this work, we are still a long way from how the final result should actually be. But we managed to get some improvements, and this encourages us to keep studying, experimenting, and sharing. And remember, do not hesitate to involve a professional if you want professional results. If you found this video useful, remember to click on like, and if you want to stay updated on our progress, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned.